Why your narcissist partner keeps accusing you that you want to leave them. That's the title of this video. One of the most confusing things about being with a narcissistic partner is that they keep accusing you of wanting to leave them, even when you have done everything to stay. You may love them deeply, you may support them financially, emotionally, and physically. You may forgive their mistakes again and again, yet they still say, I know you're going to leave me. You don't really love me. You are looking for someone else. You are planning to abandon me. At first, you may think they are simply insecure. You may try harder to reassure them. You may tell them, I'm not leaving. You may tell them, I love you. You may tell them, I want this relationship. But somehow, the accusations never stop. The reason is often much deeper than simply insecurity. Many narcissists live with a constant fear of rejection. At the same time, they often treat others badly. Deep down, they know they are lying, cheating, manipulating, controlling, or emotionally hurting people. Because of this, they may secretly expect people to leave them. For example, Mary stayed with her boyfriend for 7 years. She never cheated. She never threatened to leave. Yet every month, he accused her of planning to abandon him. The truth was that he was the one secretly texting other women. His accusations had very little to do with Mary and a lot to do with himself. Again, they project their own thoughts onto you. Projection is one of the narcissist's favorite weapons. Projection happens when someone accuses another person of something they're actually doing or thinking themselves. A narcissist may be thinking about leaving the relationship. A narcissist may be cheating. A narcissist may be losing interest. Instead of admitting these things, they accuse you. James constantly accused his wife of being interested in other men. He checked her phone. He questioned her every movement. Months later, she discovered that he had been having an affair for over a year. The person he should have been worried about was himself. Many narcissists accuse you because they are projecting their own behavior onto you. Again, they want you constantly defending yourself. A healthy partner wants trust. A narcissistic partner often wants control. When they accuse you of wanting to leave, they force you into a position where you must constantly prove your loyalty. Instead of discussing their bad behavior, you end up defending yourself. You spend hours explaining. You spend hours reassuring. You spend hours trying to convince them that you love them. Meanwhile, the focus moves away from the actions. For example, Sarah confronted her boyfriend about his lies. Instead of answering her questions, he said, you are only bringing this up because you want to leave me. Suddenly, the conversation changed. Instead of discussing his lies, Sarah spent the next 2 hours proving she wasn't planning to leave. This is exactly what many narcissists want. Again, they fear losing their source of supply. Narcissists often depend on others for attention, praise, admiration, money, support, or validation. This is called narcissistic supply. You may be providing emotional support, financial help, household work, childcare, attention, admiration. Because they depend on these things, they become terrified of losing you. But instead of expressing that fear in a healthy way, they accuse you. For example, Peter's girlfriend paid many of his bills. Whenever she spent time with friends, he accused her of preparing to leave him. He wasn't afraid of losing love. He was afraid of losing the benefits he received from her. Again, they want to make you feel guilty. Guilt is a powerful form of control. When a narcissist says, you're going to abandon me, you're just like everyone else, nobody stays with me, they are often trying to make you feel responsible for their emotions. You start feeling guilty for things you have not even done. You may cancel plans. You may stop seeing friends. You may sacrifice your own happiness, all because you are trying to prove your loyalty. Whenever Lucy wanted to visit her family, her husband would say, I guess you're tired of me. Lucy would cancel her trip because she felt guilty. Over time, she became isolated. That was exactly what he wanted. Again, they are testing how much control they have. Many narcissists constantly test boundaries. They want to know, how much can I get away with? How much control do I have? How much will this person tolerate? By accusing you of leaving, they watch your reaction. Do you panic? Do you apologize? Do you beg them to believe you? Do you work harder to please them? The more desperately you respond, the more power they feel they have. For example, Tom's girlfriend frequently accused him of abandoning her. Every time she did, he bought gifts, flowers, and expensive dinners. She learned that accusations brought rewards, so she continued using them. Again, they want you afraid of leaving. A narcissist often knows that the relationship is unhealthy. They know they are mistreating you. They know you have reasons to leave. Because of this, they try to make leaving feel impossible. They create fear. They create guilt. They create confusion. Eventually, you spend so much energy proving that you are not leaving that you stop thinking about whether you should leave. All right? For example, Angela's husband constantly accused her of wanting a divorce. Ironically, she had never seriously considered divorce before. But after years of emotional abuse, she finally realized that he was giving her many reasons to leave. His accusations became a self-fulfilling prophecy. Again, they have deep abandonment wounds. Some narcissists experienced rejection, neglect, criticism, or abandonment earlier in life. These wounds can create intense fears. However, instead of healing these fears, they use manipulation. Healthy people communicate. Narcissists often accuse. Healthy people seek understanding. Narcissists often seek control. For example, a man grew up with an absent father. As an adult, he constantly feared abandonment. Instead of discussing his fears openly, he accused every partner of planning to leave him. His unresolved pain damaged every relationship. Again, the accusations can wear you down. Being constantly accused can be exhausting. Over time, you may begin to question yourself. You may wonder, am I doing something wrong? Why can't they trust me? Why am I always proving myself? The emotional pressure becomes overwhelming. Some people spend years trying to earn trust that was never truly available. The problem is not that you have failed. The problem is that the narcissist keeps moving the goalposts. No amount of reassurance is enough. No amount of loyalty is enough. No amount of sacrifice is enough. For example, Rebecca spent 10 years proving her loyalty. She gave up friendships. She gave up hobbies. She gave up personal goals. Yet her husband still accused her of wanting to leave. Eventually, she realized that the accusations were never based on facts. They were based on his need for control. The truth that you need to remember, if your narcissistic partner constantly accuses you of wanting to leave, remember this. The accusations do not automatically reflect reality. Often they reflect their fears, their guilt, their projection, the insecurity, their need for control, their fear of losing narcissistic supply. A healthy relationship is built on trust. A healthy partner does not force you to constantly prove your loyalty. Nothing worked. Every month brought new accusations. One day, a woman spent years convincing a narcissistic boyfriend that she loved him. Now, nothing worked in that relationship. Every month brought new accusations. One day she stopped trying to prove herself. Instead, she looked honestly at the relationship. She realized she had been faithful, supportive, and loving all along. The problem was never her loyalty. The problem was that no amount of loyalty would satisfy someone who used accusations as a tool for control. The moment she understood this, she stopped carrying responsibility for fears that did not belong to her. And for the first time in years, she felt free. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.